That's really what customer service is. It's constantly raising the bar on how well we do something. An example of this would be listening, just as one simple example. Now, my wife and I argued about my listening ability for years. She would say, "You never listen to me." And my response would be, "What do you mean I don't listen to you? I teach this stuff." That is not the right answer. And we got in a lot of trouble for that. One day she said, "You never listen to me." And I said, "You know what? You're saying I never listen to you, and I need to do a better job of that." She said, "Okay." She took it as a commitment. Now, when I'm out of town, I call her. So I would call her before this commitment, and I would say, "Well, how did it go today?" And she'd say, "Well, this happened and that happened." And I'd say, "Well, here's what you need to do." And that wasn't the right answer. That will get you in big trouble. But after I made this commitment, when I would call home, I would say, "Well, how did it go today?" And she'd say, "Well, this happened and that happened." And I would say, "Really? No kidding. Is that a fact?" And I'll be darned. We got along great because I had learned to just respond with, "Is that right? Good for you. I'll be darned." And I'll tell you what, it was great. God tests you when you're trying to do something different. I called home and I said, "Hi." She said, "Hi." I said, "Ooh, it sounded like you had a rough day." She said, "I did." I said, "You did?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "How come?" She said, "Well, the garage door broke." I said, "I'll be darned." She said, "They came out to look at it." I said, "They did?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "What'd they say?" She said, "Well, they told me that the spring was broke." I said, She said, "They told me that it would be $183 to replace the spring." I said, "They did?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Wow." She said, "That's what I said." She said, "Told me it'd be a waste of money, though." They said it'd be a waste of money. I said, "They said it'd be a waste of money." She said, "Yeah." They said that the garage door was in such bad shape that if we replaced the spring, it would be like throwing money down the drain. I said, "I'll be darned." She said, "They told me to just go ahead and get a new spring." I said, "What'd you do?" She said, "Well, I bought a new spring." And she said, "I bought a new garage door." I said, "Good for you," and hung up. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. I wanted to tell her, "Get another bid. Go do this, go do that." But I didn't do it. I honestly did not do it. But I have to tell you that I was a nervous wreck. A nervous wreck. Well, I was on the road 3 days. I went back home and picked up the phone in the car, got off the airplane. "Sweetie, I got an earlier flight. Let's go get a bite to eat." "Oh, honey, I'm so glad you're home," she said. I said, "Me too. I missed you." So I pull into our driveway, and my wife is standing outside in an overcoat and a hat next to the new garage door like this. And I wouldn't take $1 million for that picture. The story doesn't end there. I went out of town 3 months later, and I came home, and I drove right by my house. I thought, I'm on the wrong street, but no, there's my neighbor's car. When I left, the house was blue. I came back, it's white vinyl siding. She thought that the garage door looked so good that it would look good with white vinyl siding, so she wanted to surprise me. I stood in the foyer stunned. She made and does make great decisions. Why? Because I started listening better. Imagine what that would be like if we started listening to our customers just a little bit more. Sometimes when we're talking to customers, we too quickly solve their problem. And we fix their problem, but they still don't feel comfortable. Whereas if we ask them a few more questions and we were there present to the moment, and that's a key to this, when you're listening, you have to be present to the moment. All distractions need to be put aside. And when you're present to the moment, what we do is we treat customers with dignity and respect.